You want me to put that on my Tudor?
Harry's wife. No, you're not getting Oprah texts. We now turn to Radar Online. As always, I leave it for you to determine the veracity of the source material. I provide you with the appropriate analysis. The article, written by Ryan Nauman, leads with the headline, "Violates her right to privacy. Harry's wife refusing to turn over private texts with Oprah to half-sister in bitter court battle." It appears now there's almost a three-way between Harry's wife, Oprah, and Samantha Markle. Let's dive in and find out what's going on, and also to help you understand more about the mentality of the narcissist in litigation. Harry's wife has refused, nullification of threat to control, to produce private communications with Oprah Winfrey, despite her half-sister Samantha demanding she turns them over in court, RadarOnline.com has learned. The demand from Samantha Markle, of course, threatens Harry's wife's sense of control, and therefore her immediate response, governed by her narcissism, is to say no. According to court documents obtained by RadarOnline.com, the Duchess of Sussex and her legal team have objected to various requests for documents from Samantha. As we previously reported back in March 2022, Samantha sued Harry's wife for defamation, claiming Prince Harry's wife, had been pushing a false narrative about her childhood. Revision of history. Samantha took particular issue with comments made during Harry's wife and Prince Harry's 2021 interview with Oprah, along with the 2020 biography, Finding Dollars, Funding Freedom, written by plastic-faced improbably named Omid Scobie, and now scorched from the earth, Carolyn Durant. Harry's wife, half-sister, said Harry's wife, grew up in elite private schools, despite her claims of being rags to royalty. Revision of history. Samantha was upset that Harry's wife told Oprah she was an only child, despite them sharing the same father, Thomas Markle. Samantha claimed Harry's wife lied when she said the last time they had seen each other was 18, 19 years ago, and before that, 10 years before that. In addition, Samantha said Harry's wife defamed her when her half-sister claimed Samantha had changed her last name after she had started dating Prince Harry. Harry's wife's attempt to dismiss the lawsuit have been unsuccessful thus far, nullification of threat to control. This baseless and absurd lawsuit is just a continuation of a pattern of disturbing behaviour. We will give it the minimum attention necessary, which is all it deserves, Harry's wife's lawyer said when the lawsuit was filed. Recently, Samantha scored a small victory, with the judge ordering Harry's wife to sit for a deposition in the matter. In addition, Samantha has fired off a list of documents she wants Harry's wife to turn over. Samantha has demanded all communications between Harry's wife and Oprah related to the interview, all communications between the two that reference Samantha. Harry's wife said the first request violates her right to privacy. She said she doesn't believe there to be any communications with Oprah about Samantha. And that's the easy way that she will deal with it. Unfortunately for Samantha Markle, she will just file a witness statement or affidavit and say there are no communications. And unless Samantha Markle happens to have evidence that shows there is a communication, that's as far as the matter is likely to go. Of course, if she has some evidence that shows that there is a text and Harry's wife claims that there isn't, then she's in deep doo-doo. But I suspect that Samantha Markle doesn't have access to any such texts. Of course, one wonders what would be contained in them. Is she there slagging off Samantha, or is she simply inviting Oprah around? I've made some more of my amazing banana bread, or rather I got somebody to do it for me. And you can come round and laugh at Harry. He's juggling his balls, his actual balls this time, as I've released them from my handbag, and he's doing so outside in the garden. Do come and have a cup of Earl Grey whilst we point and laugh at him. In relation to documents requested relating to the book Finding Freedom, Harry's wife said her half-sister should reach out to the author and other third parties for such documents. That is, of course, a form of deflection and shows a sort of haughty response from Harry's wife because she's a party to the litigation. There she has an obligation to make discovery or disclosure of those relevant documents, and to suggest that Samantha Markle contact plastic-faced, improbably named Omid Scobie instead is a deflecting manoeuvre on the part of Harry's wife for the purpose of nullification of threat to control. Also, directing Samantha to try and find the documents from Carolyn Durant is grossly unfair. We all know that she has basically vanished from the face of the earth, having gone into one of the most locked down witness protection schemes for disgraced authors that has ever taken place. And you have about as much chance of finding her as getting Harry's wife to tell you something that's actually true. The article continues. Samantha also asked Harry's wife to turn over any and all documents which relate to or list the attendees of your first wedding. Harry's wife objected to the request, claiming the information is not relevant to the case. I'm supposing that Samantha Markle is suggesting there that she was an attendee at the first wedding, and therefore that falls within the ambit of having seen her more often than Harry's wife has suggested. Of course, there'll be other people who'll be saying, well, if you're talking about a first wedding, isn't that the one that was annulled? A judge has yet to rule on the document requests, and the case is ongoing. This stance of Harry's wife is unsurprising. Litigation, as I've explained previously, is used regularly by narcissists to assert control, and where they're on the receiving end of it, it is a complete pain in the backside, albeit, particularly mid-range narcissists, will use it as a platform for the prime aims. They'll use it as an opportunity to cry foul, to play the victim, to issue pity plays, and will look to stall the litigation at each and every turn, seeking adjournments, continuances, extensions of time for filing documents, not turning up to appointments and claiming they didn't know about them, saying the court has mislaid the file, the court didn't send something through the post, a whole array of various excuses, all designed to slow down, halt, and grind the litigation to a shuddering halt. Harry's wife's behaviour is no surprise in that regard. Of course, advised by her lawyers, she will resist any attempt to compel her to do anything because ultimately it is a threat to control. And not only will she directly seek to nullify that control by refusals, as has been listed, she'll also be bitterly complaining. She'll be bitterly complaining about the court action because it is a thorn in her side. She will, of course, use it to her advantage, as I mentioned, in order to draw fuel from people and to manage the facade of, I'm a nice person, she's a bitch, I can't believe that she's doing all of this. But litigation with a narcissist takes an indefatigable spirit to drive it forward, because invariably the narcissist will utilize it, where they are defending the action, as an opportunity to halt, delay, and ultimately try and cause you to lose any desire to proceed with the litigation. And therefore, what you must do is understand that you are dealing with a narcissist and what that means, and you must ensure that you forge ahead with all due expedience, refusing extensions or granting only the shortest ones available, not granting multiple extensions, not allowing adjournments, and moving it forward as fast as possible. You may attract some criticism for doing so because it might not be seen to be in the spirit of the rules. However, ultimately, you have a choice. You can either allow the narcissist to dictate the pace of the litigation, which means they'll slow it down and you'll become increasingly frustrated, and they will love every moment of doing that to you, or you can get on with matters and ensure that you drive it forward with enthusiasm and energy to get the outcome that you require based upon the evidence. Here, Samantha Markle may not necessarily have the strongest of cases, but what she is doing is being a thorn in the side of Harry's wife, and has scored a little victory recently with a deposition decision, which is not something that will please Harry's wife at all. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for listening.